Hey guys, this is Max Convexity. Happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to do a really quick video tonight, just a fun video and something just keep it quick and easy. I saw today that a guy from down here around where I live in Central Texas hit $1 million on a scratch-off ticket. I didn't even know we had $1 million scratch-offs, but I guess we do. And that got me thinking, wouldn't that be awesome to be that dude who hit that scratch-off? You know, I'm afraid lots of these dudes that win $1 million on a scratch off go and buy a Lambo or, do something else not smart with their money, and within a year or two, they don't have any money left. But they have a lot of good stories. I'm afraid that happens more times than not. No judgment here. But that got me thinking, if that happened to me, what kind of portfolio allocation I would use. And I also want to know what you guys would do if you won the $1 million scratch off. How would you allocate that $1 million windfall? You know, $1 million isn't what it used to be with inflation and everything. The good news for this guy that won it is, right now government bonds pay 5%. You have CDs pay hella money. Not even to mention the yield max and defiance and all these option strategy ETFs that are just knocking it out of the park lately. It's just a great time. It'd be a great time to have a little cash you could put to work. Here's what I would do if I was one of these guys. This isn't financial advice, but if I won $1 million, I would put 850 of it in growth. QQQ, SPY, other growth funds, even the IWM, and even some Bitcoin ETFs, that kind of stuff. Then I would put 50 in a tail risk fund. TAIL is the one I would choose. That's a great fund in my opinion. But then the other 100 I would divide up between yield max and defiance, and I would go for growth with a tenth of the money. That would be enough income. I have some debts I'd like to pay. I would take that income and pay debts with it. But most of it I would want to keep in growth, because in my age I'm kind of investing for my children's future too. I don't want to cut off my growth too much. I need a little bit of income, but not too much. But I'd be interested to hear what you guys would do. But I think the real goal, of course, is creating wealth in the long run. Intergenerational wealth. But on the way there, if I can earn a nice dividend with 10% of it, I think that'd be a good plan. It'd be tempting to go out and get $1 million worth of TSLY and just go for that huge dividend. I mean, don't get me wrong, but you'd be cutting off a ton of upside versus just having normal stocks. So, and I don't need that. I mean, at $500,000 income, I wouldn't even know what to do with that much money. But, it's great. Even though we've established that TSLY is not a Ponzi scheme, it's not going to erode, but you're still taking hella single stock risk when you're in one of those. So I love the yield max funds, but I would invest a little bit in all of them and stay diverse. I think diversity is your friend with the yield max family. And then, of course, with the Defiance family, you have the JEPY, JEPY, and the QQQY, and they are already diversified. But when you're trying to decide which one of these for your own situation, step number one is you have to pick a company you like. If you're going to buy Tesla, you better be darn sure you love Tesla stock. That stock can't go out of business. It can't go to zero. It can't get delisted. If anything like that happens, it's not going to be good. And I don't think that's going to happen with Tesla, but you never know. You're still taking single stock risk anytime you're doing that. They have lots of yield maxes now. I would just buy a little bit of each one of them because they're a great idea. And but that's another reason why I like the Defiance better with because they're already diversified. Because sometimes you do hear of a single stock blowing up, but you never hear of an index blowing up. If the index blows up, if the NDX goes to zero or it goes, down 90%, we're probably in the middle of a zombie apocalypse at that point, and you'll have a lot bigger problems than how much current income you have or the future growth of your portfolio. Trust me. Current income is awesome, but I think that you want to be cautious with these income things, and that's just my opinion. Okay, I see on Reddit people that have maxed out their credit card like at 22% to buy TSLY, and honestly, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I mean, it's better than maxing out a credit card to go to Vegas. That, you know, and I've done that a time or two, and that's not a good idea. I can tell you that. So these guys are smarter than I am for sure, but still, you have to have a lot of stuff go right. Imagine if you did that, the day that TSLY started trading back there at 20, and then rode it all the way down to 10. You'd be freaking out. To me, the ideal yield max customer, the ideal TSLY customer, somebody that already has normal TSLA Tesla stock, somebody that already has normal retirement, 401k and normal ETFs. The economy's been pretty good the last 20 years, and we've had full employment, and a lot of people my age have a pretty nice retirement. But if you have any extra money and buy any TSLY or QQQY, to me it's just gravy. You can use this kind of money to take a vacation, to buy other assets, to pay down debt. Maybe you could, if you pay down debt, maybe you could retire early. These funds do put you on the right side of the option time equate occasion, and they can remove some volatility from your overall portfolio. But still, I believe it's best to be cautious. And like I say, even on any large portfolio, I might do 10 or maybe at the most 20%. If you had some immediate need for cash or something, you could kick it up to 20% for a year or two. That's just me. I don't have all the answers. This is not financial advice. This is for fun and entertainment, and I would be really interested to know what you guys think about the situation. Tell me what you would do with the same amount of money. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much.